Hello, and welcome back to my channel with your fave psychic medium, Danny. How are you guys doing? I hope your week has been going well, despite what the world is currently going through. So as you can see from the title and the cover photo, this is a Love Island update for season 6. I've gotten a few requests for me to do an update on the couples, especially since they're still together and are coming out with their own spin-off series, Beyond the Villa. So I wanted to give a little treat for the season premiere. I want to give them a treat for this new season. So it's going to be a psychic reading. I'm going to do just some updates of what's to come out publicly, nothing personal that we'll never ever know. I'm not digging into anyone's personal business, just what's to come out publicly. And since you guys loved my reunion reading last year, that was very accurate, by the way. If you have not checked it out, check it out right here. It's a really great reading, and it still holds up till today because a lot of things I discussed then are still kind of like working through. For example, I said Leah was going to be doing some type of spin-off project or something with Love Island, even though, she's made it very clear she didn't care for the producers of season 6, and she's in Beyond the Villa. So, just to give you a little insight on how accurate I am. All right, so we're going to do it by couple, and to be honest, I'm only doing it for the couples who it's really mainly spun out about. I don't know if I said this in my reading. It's more of a personal opinion that came true. We see who's really the big ones from that season. And there was a few comments in that video talking about babe mamas. You don't see them making it through. And we know who you're talking about. And those are the two biggest spin earners. So clock that. Anyways, I'm gonna use my playing cards. I need to get a new deck, y'all. So you're gonna be seeing a new deck soon. And what I do with these playing cards, I use them to do the divination and reading. I also have my own service. You can check out my website at www.danielleclock.com, where you can book your own reading, your own consultation to get insight into your life. Let's get it. So I'm also going to be doing a reading on season 7. If they decide to come out of the reunion, I'll do it for the reunion. If they don't, I'm still going to do it. While watching this season, despite all the racist fans, I can see how a few of these islanders' lives are going to change forever in a great way. Even with the current hate train that they're having for, or whatever case that may be. So I'm really going to do a reading on that. I see lives changing within this season, contrary to what people think that they know, because the same thing y'all guys said last year. Oh, they're big now. They may not be doing all these things. I'm seeing spinoffs. Janae's on Destiny X. Serena's doing Teen Vogue magazine interviews a whole year later. Anyways, talk what you know, not what you don't. Let's get into it. So, of course, we're going to do our winners, Serena, Cordell, Cordina. And this is just to come out publicly, what's to come up next for them, what's being worked on, and all those great things. Just really cute, something light, fun things for this. Love Island, it's supposed to be like a really light show, so we're going to keep it to that level. What is it? Dear benevolent, honorable ancestors, spirit guides, activate family, can you please assist me with this reading? Can you please give me insight on what's to come up next for Serena Cordell, publicly, within the relationship, the next ventures? I'm seeing Cordell. I know it was confirmed that he was going to be in, I don't know why I'm blank on the show. I watch it. Morris Chestnut was just making an appearance. Damn. I'm blanking on the show. It's, that lawyer show. Why am I blanking? That black lawyer show. I know Cordell's supposed to be on there. I'm seeing a vision of him doing his role. He's going to do really great. And I think he's going to be playing a type of character that is a young person that's caught up and they're trying to assist. They're going to do a storyline, basically black men in the system, what that looks like, how they are demonized. Or he's going to be like some distant family member or something coming to cause a little trouble that then interwove into what that season's going to be about. I'm really excited. That's going to be really interesting. From what I can see, that's where I kind of see a bit of storyline. Maybe, that. So we have this 5 of clubs. We have this 6 of diamonds. And we have this Ace of clubs. And I know I seem really happy right now. Yes, I saw the most recent episode, and I'm very upset that Shellis is not going to the finals. Yeah. Now, with this Five of Clubs, I am seeing some changes coming up for Cordell, particularly. That can be interwoven within the relationship. Along with the Six of Diamonds, there could be some past things coming out in terms of money, Ace of Clubs, new beginnings. So there might be, it might be exposed that there was a brand or something that was supposed to pay Cordell and maybe in Serena, or that they did something shisty, and so they might come out saying, we're not working with this brand. We denounce them. They're not something that hold like a moral ground, and it's probably not going to be them personally saying it. Maybe a rep or maybe something coming out about this, but we're going to see more brands trying to gravitate towards them, brands that were not particularly open to working with them before, or so with this the Five of Clubs, when I see big changes, I'm seeing them reach to uncertain levels, not only of fame but of stability, of money. And what I'm seeing here is they're gonna have their own separate brand deals. They're gonna have their own separate ways. I'm seeing Serena working on her hair business right now. She's in a lot of testing. I'm seeing her touching hair. She might come out with content kind of giving some background insight on that. And when she comes out that content, her salon, her hair product line, whatever all that's going to be together is going to be coming around the corner. So she's in a very big planning mode. So we're seeing her out and about. You might see them filming other things that's not beyond the villa, but her own personal things. And what I'm seeing there is we're going to start getting more insight what they've been working on this past year. Now, for the hair care line, all that, it might be another year or two, her making it perfect. Very busy, traveling a lot, having to stick with brand deals and content creating that she has to line up with. So we're going to hear a lot about just, and it's going to be within the show, mental health up and downs in terms of this, about how they are still receiving very nasty comments from people on the internet. Even though they are loved out loud, there are still a lot of things that are very disgusting that have been happening. We're also going to see them giving more insight, just parasocial relationships, people feeling like they're entitled to their space and to their personal life. Like, for example, when I see Cordell and Serena pose and say like someone's birthday's coming up, oh my god, I can't wait to see what Cordell posts. And that's cute excitement, but it's like this entitlement, like we have to know, you have to do something big, it needs to be shown online. We watched y'all for 6 weeks, we want to watch y'all closely again even longer, and we're entitled to that. And that's not how that works. They don't have to share everything. And to be honest, I can see them from my videos back in a bit, like they may, as their brand gets bigger, as their name gets bigger and they're doing other things, they're probably going to tailor off from all that need and want of people wanting insight to relationship. They might pull back from that because of how people have been acting online. And I warned y'all ask this last year in last year's reading. Y'all need to chill out with that, because if you continue, they will pull from the public eye in that way, because they're going to be at a level where they don't need us wanting to watch their content. They are in rooms with Ebony, they're in rooms with Vogue, they're in rooms with Mac, they're in rooms with Beyonce, Sacred, Pattern. They're surpassed that. So let's see, what more can we get on, especially for Serena and Cordell romantically. Any projects, anything that's gonna be coming about. There might be talks of some type of mini docu-series to follow around Serena and Cordell. I'm seeing, just to get an insight on this power couple, what they do, what that looks like. And we might also get a deeper knowing of just what the ebbs and flows of the relationship is. So there might be talks of some type of documentary. And it might not even just be circling a relationship. It's probably going to be part of a bigger thing, just Black people with the reality TV and those things. I'm also seeing Shelly in Alandra speaking. So that might be a bigger documentary come out down the line, actually. Ooh, y'all got some tea about season 7. Let me tell you something. These bitches are like, we don't just go by that. What you want? 6 of clubs after this 5 of clubs. Interesting. Some leveling up. 4 of diamonds. 2 of clubs. Oh, Queen of diamonds at the bottom. So with this 6 of clubs, I'm seeing again, I think what the 5 of clubs talking about changes. So with changes, there also comes things from the past or things being brought up. Where how does that fit into what this bigger picture is currently right now? So we might see discussions of, things that have to be removed, things that have to be let in. In the show Beyond the Villa, there might be a very huge talking point, not even just mental health, but how they're navigating people in their life currently, right? How they're navigating new people in their life. How can they understand who's really here because of me, us, and who's here, for clout, who's here for the name of it. This 4 of diamonds. I'm seeing Odell Beckham Jr. There might be some type of thing they do with Odell Beckham Jr. where it's like a project, not a project. That TikTok video they did was everything. It went viral, right? So we're gonna see more glimpses of like virality once Odell Beckham's very like pulled back from it because he's enjoying them, and like I said, parasocial. Y'all are getting weird. You're weird, And if you are offended when I say y'all, you're probably that one because you haven't been being weird. Shouldn't be offended. 2 clubs, self balance. There might be a point where we're going to see them say, we're taking a break right now. And it's the content they post is them kind of enjoying each other, getting to those flows as a couple, moving into the next step, whatever that is, So we're going to see them trying to bring balance to their work schedule, to their personal life, to their relationship, to their family. And that may be something discussed within the show. Serena trying to understand balance, trying to understand how can I make me have everything without giving up everything, right? That's going to be a big, probably contention point throughout the show along with that. Okay. We might see a sit-down conversation between her and Kendall. Maybe. Or they might do something to show, it's all good over here now. But we'll see. Next one, I see Janae and Kenny. Let's see what's going on with them. Janae and Kenny. I need to finish watching Destiny X. I'm only watching because my girl's on there. And I saw a spoiler of, her leaving. I'm going to watch up to that point. I'm so proud of them. Like, my reading last year went really big, and all the things I saw, the visions I've had, the predictions I made, and to know that it's tenfold, it's amazing to see. I love seeing us win. Alright, so Janae and Kenny, dear benevolent honorable ancestors, thank you for your insight and assisting me with that psychic reading for Serena Cordell. Can we go to Janae and Kenny? I want to say Jenny, but that's the actual name. How can we merge their names together? Canna. Duh. It's already been done. My bad. Let's do this. What is some insight we want to pull? Pay very close attention when it's Janae and Kenny on the screen. I think fans are going to be calling out a lot of cutout parts in the editing. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the narrative that was spinning for a bit about, Kenny just can't possibly be into Janae. He likes them, this and that. And it's just like, what can you say after a year? So I think they're going to probably be like pouring into that type of talk. I think they're going to be pouring into just to that narrative, that conversation, just for the drama of it. Let's see. I was hoping that 7 of Spades wasn't trying to come out. When I was like flipping and the cards first flipped out, the 7 of Spades was right there. But it didn't jump out. So I was like, I'm going to ignore that. And something told me like, bitch, it's about to come back again. And it did. Okay. But I'm gonna explain. But if you've been watching my content for a while, you know how I feel about that 7 of Spades. You know how I feel. Ooh, and the Queen of Diamond came out for her too. Period. Okay. Which also tells me how her and Serena are such sisters. But anyways, so we have this three of clubs, seven of spades, and the queen of diamonds. Yeah. So you remember when I was saying, like, a narrative of them pouring into these cards are screaming that at me right now. This three of clubs. Other people kind of like moving, trying to figure out how to move their story, what they want their story to be, what they want the narrative to be, because it's just, oh, they're just too happy, they're just too clean. First of all, not every couple's like that. Of course, couples have their problems, but that does not mean we have to know all their problems. Because also, is it really a problem? The public tends to big up so many things. Mind you, there's a man literally laying on your couch right now while you are going to work every day to pay for you and him. For some people. So then, the seven of spades, child. There is going to be some weird editing. There is going to be weird dialogue being misplaced to fuel a lie. There's also going to be probably a lie exposed on the show within a confessional or a scene that not everybody else was privy that it was coming to. So, yeah. And that's not with them. I'm getting that just in the general ether because, I'm not touching the side characters. Not for this reading. I really don't care. I love Live Down. Love Live Down. Kayla's adorable. But, Queen of Diamonds, that is our girl Janae. For Serena, it was at the bottom of the deck and it was up, which means, like, this is still there. But this was really needed to be highlighted. There are ways trying to humble her. We might see the audience trying to make a bigger deal out of what's being shown to fuel a narrative purposely to look for a way to humble her. It's like what we're seeing on this season currently with the black girls that are on there. But what I am seeing here is this is going to push her up more. There's so much more success coming her way. I'm also seeing her being the face of like a beauty line or something. It could be with Mac or even Nyx. It might be a collab thing of Love Island USA girls. Nyx has been loving Shelly Down, so it might be a whole collab thing done there, what I'm seeing. But I am seeing her being pushed on, probably really stepping more into the beauty line, like makeup. Maybe there's gonna be, I'm also seeing possibly of a talks of a show with her. I think they're also thinking of separating some shows out for the couples to follow them, or doing like some cute docu thing that keeps coming up. So that might be a thing that comes up down the line. We'll see, y'all. Mark that down. Let's pull some more cards. I'm seeing Kenny with a new brand deal. I don't know. It's like he's sitting in his chair. He's like snatching these glasses off. And he's like, real serious. So it could be, hold on. It could be something within tech, maybe a new phone or something. But Kenny's about to have a really bomb brand deal coming up. And I think it's going to probably be with Samsung or something. Maybe one of those flips or something. Oh my God, I think there's going to be has a Love Island commercial came out yet for the Razr Plus or the Samsung flip or anything? I think it's going to be some of that. So some of them might be going to Android because of that brand, like Issa Rae did. Okay, let's pull some more cards. I got a little excited there. Let's pull some more cards. Let's see. Nine of Diamonds. Nine of Hearts. Okay. Lots of choices here. I think Kenny might be publicly talking about how he wants to get into school or something, some courses. There's something that is happening here that fueled him to want to expand his knowledge on it or get some type of cert or something. He might be trying to start up a new career within the show while trying to balance, being an influencer. This Nine of Hearts now. There's some new love languages being learned here. They might be open about discussing that. How they've changed, how they have to realize, my love language was this at a time, but now it's this. To answer to basically in response to what's happening in my life now. They're in the public eye so much. Maybe physical touch was someone's love language, and now it's like, I just need quality time. The times we spend together, oftentimes it feels like we're just working, and I just want to be with you personally. Without the camera, without the phone, without the expectation that we have to film this, because we are legit in a couple, we're together. And I can see that being discussed more, of them just having those boundaries. And what I do see coming is how the fans are going to tend to respond to boundaries being put up. We'll see. Oh, and the Queen of Clubs at the bottom. My girl's a fire because she's a Sag. My girl is a fire. Janae is really about to be stepping into some things, but she needs to be very careful because, mental health is around the corner, overexhaustion, overwhelm, anxiety. But Mama's handles it so well. What a queen her and Serena are. All right. And last but not least, because this is about PPG and the Rowdy Rep Boys, we have Miss Leah and Miguel. So let's do our reading on Miss Leah and Miguel, see what they got coming up. See, they might have a baby coming down within the next 1 or 2 years. I see Leah pregnant. But hold on. Let's pull some cards. Because remember last time I spoke of a baby, they made a joke about a baby in a reunion, which y'all love, by the way. Y'all, the love y'all shown by coming back to the video to tell me what was like confirmed. Love it down. Thank you. Let's do it. Miguel, Leah. And like I said, was to come out publicly. Some of you Leah stands are a little too much. And y'all be doing too much in her comments. When I do see it, stop it. Alright, Miss Leah. Who the fans? Okay, y'all are going to be very, very, very annoyed with just how they preface this Leah and Janae thing. So much happened last year in the villa. And once again, we only see an hour out of the 24-hour day, but let's get into it. We have this 8 of diamonds. Miss Leah's gonna expand money-wise. She has a lot of things she's cooking up. I did see something she posts, and I'm very clear about what I've seen, so y'all don't think I'm trying to pretend like I claim that first. I saw her post about things she's working on. She was smelling like perfumes and stuff. Ooh. I'm seeing also her, I don't know, I see her eyes, there might be some mascara, something that she is going to be the face of representing, something marketing, and like I said, I do see Leah doing more Love Island things coming along down the way, and it's going to be within her call, her control. PPG really broke open a wave at a door that has put them in a position to not have to beg or feel like they gotta. Anyways, I was doing Leah's reading before I was really interrupted, and I was talking about PPG, how they tried to make our girls number one enemy, and they came up basically. So here's the thing. With this 8 of diamonds, like I was saying, I see Leah expanding tremendously. I see her coming on her own businesses. I see her also maybe having some type of brand deal or deal with a farm. Maybe she's doing an initiative to save the horses or save animals. We might also see Leah traveling to... It's so funny. I keep seeing a show concept for all of them. And not in a way like, oh, I'm a fan, they should have this. But actually in the talks about. If you ever watch Naturally Sadie on Disney Channel, I might be aging myself as a 94 baby, but have you ever seen that? I see Leah doing some type of working with animals, kind of being filmed and traveling everywhere to talk about them, to learn about them, and Miguel might be a part of this. I see for Miguel a lot more fashion deals. I do see Miguel wanting to get more into acting. Him and Cordell might be actually into something. He might be making an appearance or something that Cordell's going to be recently in. 5 of Spades. This is why I said, the fans going to be really upset. It's going to be a lot of annoyed people. I saw the narrative already pushing around people being upset what they've seen so far in the confessionals of what was said for Beyond the Veil in the preview. But I do see as these episodes continue, before people can see if there's a reconciliation, there's going to be just random explosion of conversation and them kind of referring back to the villa. It's going to be a lot of pull and force. So Love Island is going to be on the brain for a lot of people continuing forward after this bullshit ass finale is released. With this 10 of clubs, I see it ending. I see a lot of things that are speedily going around, happening, that was happening really fast, coming to a very like neutral ebb and flow. And when I was speaking, I did see, I don't know, I got a vision of Leah pregnant. Now, could this be something she's playing? Could this be part of something else? But I do see that. And I know I remember seeing an interview with Kiki. Danae mentioned there was like a fake baby that they're playing with to figure out if they like of them want to be parents. So I do see that of them discussing that within, but just what's to come out publicly. Maybe she's gonna like do like a pregnancy type of simulation or something, like what would it be like for me to carry this, and that could be like a little fun cutesy like ha like episode, right? When it comes to Liam and Miguel, there's gonna be a lot of scrutiny of like their relationship. Is it real? People are gonna be very like nitpicky across the board when it comes to this, because we've gotten clips, right? We gotten glimpses of into like their world, into what's happening. But this is going to be completely different. People are not going to remember, this is a show, this is something that is being filmed, there's been a lot of editing, and, there are storylines being built to fit like a narrative that they're trying to build for the full story. So we often have to be very careful, especially when people are not doing anything terrible or egregious. Yeah. Um, Let me pull some more cards to see for the show. Four of Diamonds, Ten of Hearts, Ace of Hearts. I do see, speaking of like, this Ten of Hearts kind of solidifies for me when I was like, oh, I see Leah pregnant. We might see an engagement or something coming for her and Miguel. I don't know within the show, but sometime down the line, just in their couple to come out publicly, we'll see like some type of engagement or something to come along. So there's going to be some big changes coming for them. We have this Four of Diamonds, which is probably why like money. Her family, I think, is going to be trying to make out like a big wedding or something. So we're going to see good like familial things happening within Leah and Miguel. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really surprised there's a couple that's doing that. So that's really exciting. But I have to remember, we were not shown their full journey on Love Island because of, again, hating producers. So with that being said, this is my reading of just some couple updates for Beyond the Villa. If you are looking for more content in regards to Love Island, please drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel. So yes, guys, please don't forget to help me get to 500 subscribers, and I need your help to do so. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and shout me out. And I'll catch y'all next time. Bye!